Here's a big breaking news coming in from Ukraine. The Ukrainian defense minister has claimed that the country has retaken the Hostomel airport. Remember, in fact, this invasion itself began with Russian fighters first bombing the Hostomel airport on the outskirts of Kiev. The airport was home to the world's biggest aircraft, which Ukraine always boasts of, the AN-225 Mriya. And here we see Ukrainian army and its citizens now unfurling the Ukrainian flag at Hostomel. Indeed, a sign of victory there for Ukraine, at least a symbolic sign. We're seeing Ukrainian defense minister now claiming that the country has managed to retake and recapture the Hostomel airport, which was right at the start of this war, bombed by Russian fighters. The Hostomel airport was almost destroyed by Russian soldiers right on the outskirts of the capital city of Kiev. The airport was home to the world's biggest aircraft. In fact, Ukraine's AN-225 Mriya, the world's largest aircraft, which was placed and lodged at the Hostomel airport, that too was destroyed. Now you see Ukrainians now hurling the Ukrainian flag at the Hostomel airport in a symbolic victory sign. These are images coming in from the Hostomel airport. Very devastating to see one of Ukraine's pride, the largest aircraft in the world, which Ukraine boasted of, the AN-225 Mriya, has been completely destroyed, literally torn apart, along with the Hostomel airport itself, which was struck down by the Russian forces right at the start of this war. This Hostomel airport, which is located at the outskirts of Kiev, was bombed right at the beginning of this war, and it's now 40 days on. We're seeing Ukrainian forces trying to recapture, and here at the Hostomel airport, some of them have hurled the Ukrainian national flag almost in a victory sign, a symbolic sign, right after this war has almost destroyed several key parts of Ukraine. Meanwhile, my colleague Geeta Mohan brings us this exclusive ground report from Horlivka region in Donetsk Oblast as she travels to the new front line. In fact, we're seeing this region, Donbas region, where the war rages on between Russia and Ukraine forces, 40 days and counting. Let's have a look.
I'm here on a field artillery ammunition support vehicle, and Officer Alexei is my right to the front line. We are going there in just a bit from now to see what the situation is. This is beyond Gorlovka. They've taken the space, this entire place, which was Ukrainian territory, and now we'll see how fierce the fighting is at the border, the new front line between Ukraine and Donbas. With video journalist Satya Rautre, Geeta Mohan for India Today. We are here in Verkhneyarskaya. This is the front line. You can hear not so far away from here, action is ongoing. A fierce fight and assault, not just from the Russian side, but also a response from the Ukrainian side as well. But you can see over here the vehicles, armored vehicles, the artillery carriers, some of them destroyed, because look at the house, look at the houses, and the school over there completely destroyed. That school over there is absolutely destroyed. So that's the situation on the ground. But the Russian forces have taken control of this place, and the assault, the firing, shelling, bombing continues at the border, the new front line. With video journalist Satya Rautre, Geeta Mohan for India Today. This is in memory of the mass graves of soldiers, Soviet soldiers who laid down their lives in World War II. Today, the structure is absolutely destroyed because of the shelling and the bombing that took place over here in Verkhneyarskaya village. And the officers over here are showing us around, saying that how it is this very land that fought against the Nazis, that fought the Germans, and it was Soviet Union that played a huge role. These are the soldiers who were honored here in this very village, which is just ahead of Gorlovka, but today completely destroyed, because this is the new front line. With video journalist Satya Rautre, Geeta Mohan for India Today.